you from wherever you are. Asanteni sana to click on this specific video. You've been here since day one. Aki sijui nikwambie aje, but I am just so indebted. Na kushukuru, and may God bless you in whatever you're taking part in. If you're a new member, new here, kindly subscribe and feel at home in this channel. We are here to learn mostly everything about real estate and of course other things baadaye, but for now let us concentrate on things that we've been doing since episode 1, which is Airbnb. Kindly subscribe before we get into this beautiful video. So today we are just going to concentrate on the questions that you've asked me regarding Airbnb, because remember, in this channel we said we are dealing mostly with real estate. And when I'm talking about real estate, it's a lot. It is not only Airbnb, but I decided to concentrate more on Airbnb in these first episodes because this is something that I have fallen in love with and I've been doing for more than a year now. So let us just get into these questions that I picked from my social media platforms. And remember, this is a learning channel. So in regard to whatever I will answer, if you feel like you have something else to add, please feel free to just comment down there below. Okay, so the first question, it came from Facebook. What do you mean by the right location? George, thank you for the question. So here it is. You remember when we were talking about how to start an Airbnb, everything. I mentioned the first thing, location. And I said it is very extremely important. And this is why, maybe for those who didn't understand. When I'm talking about location, I mean it should be easily accessible. Usipeleke Airbnb uko kwa forest bana, tushinde kudirect client, na saa hizo ni new client. So even if you'll do all other things that I said, furnish, do blah, blah, blah and stuff, location is the first thing that you should consider. It should be very extremely accessible. And remember, not just accessibility, you should also ensure that amenities that are needed are not very far. By that I mean what? Like maybe a mall, a supermarket, a hotel, if someone doesn't want to cook. So in regard to location, ensure the accessibility and the amenities that are always used, like mostly, are also accessible. Yeah, so the second question, this one came from Esther Nekesa, Mwana wa Ingo. What other things should be offered apart from the already fully furnished stuffs? And she wrote there something like toiletries, sugar bags, water. So, toiletries is a must. At least be able to leave someone with a tissue paper, soap, those two are a must. If you feel like unataka kabona suko juu, you can also put some toothpaste, you know, all those other toiletries that I haven't mentioned, but soap and tissue paper is a must. And then the sugar bag is not a must, but pia kama unataka tena, please don't shy off. If it doesn't affect your budget, please feel free to also give them some, you know, some sugar bags, some tea bags and stuff. Then water. What I'll say about water is this. You know, we have dispensers and we put water there. But my problem is usually when we put water, maybe we have put 10 liters, and then I have clients this week, or maybe it is a low season, mtu akuja tumie maji imeka more than 3 weeks. It is not really, and you see if someone comes, hajui maji imeka for how long. So water is, not unless you can be able to put like the small amounts, not the 10 liter whatever kwa dispenser. Then there was this other question from Melvin Branya from YouTube. She asked, how did you connect with your clients? I think maybe she meant how I get clients. And what I said, and I will insist, and I will advise people from Nelly Tete's space to be so intentional about, is referrals. You see, the first clients you get, ensure you are giving them a perfect treat. so that they will be able to bring you more clients. For me, referrals worked best for me. And also I mentioned influencers. And remember, not just any influencer because he has a big following or she has a big following. Influencers who understand your job. I will say that again. Okay. Then there was this one. Why would I prefer Airbnb over hotel in terms of privacy? Okay. So I'll just go in terms of privacy. And I'll give you a story. Something that happened to me not long time ago. So you bring this client and the client decides to bring someone else. You remember we said when you're hosting someone, you are not even supposed to meet that person. That is the first privacy you're supposed to give that person. Anyway, you have already booked, you have paid, you're coming with a stranger, and you see, we don't know that stranger. You should be knowing that stranger. So apparently, that host of mine, let us call him X, brought in another partner, or let me say a visitor. And it just happened that huyu visitor, hakukuwa visitor. I don't know where alimpata. I don't want to say ni kwa club ama whatever. We don't know mali walipatana. But the fact here is alikuja na mtu. Na kukuja na mtu, bahati mbaya, in the act of taking their drinks and stuff, kumbe this guy alikuwa amekewa mchele. And in the morning, me, I'm being woken up by calls. Hey, Nelly, your client, amekosa accident, 3 cars and stuff. And I couldn't like put my hands on because I remember I don't know this client. Ni mtu tu nimebook. So I went there and it was a mess. So apart from the privacy that you get in terms of not meeting who is booking you like a hotel, apart from this fact of you are alone and stuff, also I would advise that please be careful. Just be careful. Don't assume because we are not seeing you or people don't know where you are, you can just bring in any person. Ensure that the person you come with in the Airbnb is someone that you can say where or who the person is. So in terms of that, I think Mesha understand. And now, hey, Irene Adhiambo, which licenses are involved? Sasa huyu ndio mwenye ako serious. Yani amekuja na ile swali nyinyi wote mkifikiria Airbnb sijui privacy. Huyu anafikiria licenses. Okay, so about licenses, I will advise that you sort with TRA because ina depend na location and all those things. So I don't really want to talk about that because it's kind of sensitive. I will just advise that you check on TRA. They will give you, like, they will tell you which one you need, if you need it, if it is necessary, and all that. My last question, I think this is the last question I'll handle for now. It was from Instagram, Jared. Jared was asking, no, this was not even a question. Jared was just giving me his experience and asked me what I think about it. For him, he felt like there was a time he was hosted by a certain person and the communication was bad. You know that fact of you're coming to my place and then to onge, you give me your payments, then immediately you get the key and you are booked in, I forget about you. Yeah, I know most people do that. It is very wrong. Please don't do that to your clients. Ensure that you keep communication with your clients until the time that client leaves. Of course, you need to give him privacy, but when I'm talking about communication, is be available when that client needs you. If there is something, you know, sometimes you might think that you've sorted everything and maybe you haven't and you don't want this client to call you. Sometimes, okay, it gives you all these chills when you see a client calling you and he has already booked in because you don't know what has happened, like what is wrong. But just to be there, just to be available so that you can give this host of yours, so that you can give this client of yours a perfect hosting until the last minute. So all said and done, guys, asanteni for keeping it up to here. And if you haven't subscribed until now, please just do this to this Bungoma girl. Kindly subscribe to my channel, like, share, feel free to comment anything, to tell me anything you think about this video, anything you think about this channel, and what you feel we can do to even grow. And remember, you can always advertise with us. If you have any other Airbnbs, I am so much here. I keep saying it, and my number, I'll still keep it here. I have received so many calls from you in regard to how to start Airbnbs and all those questions. And those who have called can attest that they always get help. So guys, in my coming episodes, maybe 3 or 4, we are going to be very different. And when I say different, I mean different in all angles. We are going to have outdoor videos mostly. I'm going to give you my personal experiences wherever I'll be and whatever I've been up to for some years or for some months, whichever. But just keep it here. Trust me, you're going to learn and enjoy at the same time. Asanteni sana and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.